The Hunley, as it was known, is 40 feet long and about 6 feet wide and said to be remarkably well preserved. Joining us now from the Battery in Charleston, South Carolina, is the man who led the search, Professor Mark Newell. Professor, welcome.
Thank you.
Let me ask you to start off telling us whose idea the ship was and how it was created, how it worked.
The submarine itself was created by the inventor H.L. Hunley in Mobile, Alabama. It was essentially a boiler from a ship that was split in two and then remanufactured in the form of a submarine with some very advanced technology.
Now, we've talked about the fact that it was the first time that a ship was sunk by a submarine in warfare. Tell us a little quickly about the night of the attack and how it happened.
On the night of the attack, the submarine left Sullivan's Island, a place called Breach Inlet, in the evening, went out 4 miles, propelled by hand, and attacked the USS Housatonic. It hit the ship at about 9 in the evening, sank the vessel, and then was seen to turn and return back to port. It was somewhere between that point and Battery Marshall on Sullivan's Island that the vessel disappeared.
How was it that you got involved in searching for the submarine, Professor?
I've been interested in submarines and submarine technology most of my life, and when I came to America in 1970, I began to gather information on the Hunley. What I discovered led me to believe that the submarine could in fact be found.
Now, you've been doing this along with a group. Who else is involved?
In about 12 years ago, Clive Cussler expressed an interest in the submarine and came to South Carolina and conducted a search. I was then successful in encouraging him to come back to form a partnership with the Institute of Archaeology at the University of South Carolina in 1993. And 94, we actually got into the water and conducted a second search with the result that with Cussler's help, the submarine was recovered.
Clive Cussler,
discovered.
Clive Cussler, the adventurer and the adventure novelist, for those out there that might not know. How was it that you actually found the sub?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
How was it that you actually found the sub?
Well, the search was conducted over a 50 square mile area with some very advanced technology, and it's just a matter of the precision that was used eventually came up with the target that proved to be the submarine.
What do you expect to find then when you're able to raise it, Professor?
When we raise the vessel, which hopefully we will do sometime in the next year after a lot of consultation with a great many officials and other scientists, we will find an example of the technological wizardry of the Confederacy, and an artifact, of course, that's extremely unique in the history of submarine warfare.
I guess the next question would be, if it's found and you can raise it, who does it belong to? What will be done with it?
The submarine, like all abandoned Confederate property, is the property of the General Services Administration, who will, to a large extent, control what happens next. They will be working with the Naval Historical Center. We will be working closely with the federal government to come up with an appropriate way to handle the vessel and to hopefully recover and conserve and preserve it.
Professor Newell, a remarkable discovery. Thanks for spending some time with us this morning, and good luck with the balance of the task raising this up.
Thank you very much.